If you're being misled, it's not only because someone is lying, it's because you're letting them think for you. If this unsettled you, good, you're still responsible. Truth carries a quiet power that sinks deep into people's hearts, planting seeds for change that can shape society for years to come. Facing the truth can be uncomfortable, but it leads to genuine transformation, a change that's real, lasting, and deeply positive. Recognizing truth is not a gift, it's a duty. Falsehood survives on one thing: your willingness to be relieved of responsibility. Some speak in gold dust, others speak in bare feet. One sells a feeling, the other risks are being felt. What glitter gurus offer: certainty wrapped in confidence, spiritual fast food, instant peace, zero chewing, a brand pretending to be a path. They don't lie outright, they polish. They don't ask you to change, they ask you to subscribe. Followers chant affirmations, demonstrating their engagement and belief in the guru's teachings. The impact of this phenomenon is that they calm the ego without disturbing it, like lullabies for a cage. The glitter guru markets comfort as wisdom, providing positivity without demanding personal change, offering feel-good positivity that never challenges followers to make real, lasting changes. It attracts those who want comfort without courage, seeking quick fixes for deep wounds, dodging self-honesty, and outsourcing accountability to circumstance. The guru offers instant relief, skipping real transformation, treating symptoms, not causes, handing out spiritual painkillers that numb discomfort instead of healing it. This kind of wisdom chooses temporary emotional comfort over the slow, demanding work of real growth. The repeated face reveals the truth. New words, same surface motion without depth. A message looping where insight should grow. The crowd claps together, almost gently caught in the rhythm. In the harmony, questioning fades, and thinking quietly steps aside. Glitter gurus create followers. Truth tellers invite witnesses. Falsehood survives on one thing: your willingness to be relieved of responsibility. Glitter gurus don't force belief. They offer relief. Relief from doubt, relief from inner work, relief from standing alone. If someone always sounds right, it's because you've stopped questioning. Truth is not hidden, it's inconvenient. It doesn't need your agreement. It asks one thing only: discernment. If you outsource your discernment, don't blame the merchant. Not with facts, with feelings. You're being misled when everything feels too reassuring. The message never threatens your identity. The speaker needs you to be dependent, grateful, and loyal. Truth doesn't recruit, it releases. No guru, no teacher, no voice on a screen is responsible for your clarity. That responsibility is yours. Not tomorrow, not after another video. Now. If you follow blindly, you are not a seeker, you are hiding. Ego loves spiritual language as long as it stays in charge. We don't reject truth because it's false. We reject it because it doesn't flatter us. Glitter gurus create followers. Truth tellers invite witnesses. One builds dependence, the other dissolves it. No logo, no funnel, no promise of arrival. They say things like, "You won't like this. This may cost you your identity. I can't give you answers, only a mirror." They disrupt the status quo, questioning accepted norms and pushing people to see beyond comfortable illusions. They grow deep. They don't grow fast. They grow deep. They unsettle. Real liberation can feel like death to established beliefs. Liberation pushes us to let go of the attachments that keep us tied to our current limits, freeing us to move beyond what we thought was possible. If someone needs you to keep watching, they're not pointing to freedom. Truth doesn't sparkle. It clarifies. No guru, no teacher, no voice on a screen is responsible for your clarity. The waking up process involves a transition from ignorance to enlightenment. This shift in awareness is not a gradual process, but a sudden realization. Genuine awakening is rare, happening only for a small number of people within the wider population. Awakening represents a fundamental shift in consciousness, indicating a transformative change in perception and understanding. The rarity of genuine awakening underscores its profound impact on individual lives and collective consciousness. Superficiality shows up as a lack of real depth or authentic connection, often fueled by the need for approval and validation from others. The move away from superficiality towards authenticity is a key characteristic of genuine awakening. Authentic truth holds the key to genuine transformation. Enduring commitment to truth is essential for profound and lasting change. To tell the truth is often to walk alone. It takes courage. And yes, it is hard. But it is the only path that leads to a place of peace. It's true. We sometimes cling to those comforting illusions. Hearing the truth can feel like that quiet, cracking sound of a world you've carefully built beginning to fall apart, and that's a terrifying sound. Those who choose truth often stand alone not because they reject others, but because others hold tightly to the comfort of what feels easier to believe. Comfortable half-truths keep the peace, but the real, hard truth, that takes someone brave enough to share it. That's the catchy popular tune. But truth? It's the deeper song that resonates long after the noise fades. It asks for your attention, not just your amusement. Uncomfortable or challenging truths are left out to avoid pushing away potential followers. The priority is to give the audience a pleasant, agreeable experience, something that feels good and keeps them coming back. Any chance of disagreement or critical thinking is reduced to keep the atmosphere harmonious and unchallenging. The message is shaped to attract as many people as possible, prioritizing broad appeal over deep or critical engagement. Speaking truth gently unsettles what we thought we knew, inviting us sometimes reluctantly to look again at the stories we've been living by. Facing our own beliefs through honest truth. Telling can feel uncomfortable at first, like waking from a familiar dream and learning to see with new eyes. When we begin to live in truth, questioning the familiar happens naturally, not to rebel, but to understand more deeply a truth. Teller's words can stir resistance and unease, especially in those who feel safest inside the way things already are. Comforting reassurance is valued more than the hard work of personal growth. The desire for quick fixes hinders genuine self-improvement. Seeking external validation can impede self-discovery. Steady and unchanged, even when no applause follows the truth they share, the message carries its own worth, whole and complete, needing no applause or passing recognition to matter. The message will eventually resonate with those prepared to receive it.